It's actually quite cold outside at the moment.
Yeah.
Pretty windy and crappy roads, and towing the van wasn't much fun, but we made it.
Check out tonight's free camp.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're starting this one at the service station in Cloncurry. Very exciting stuff in the middle of the Queensland outback. Today we're going to start driving up to Normanton and then probably going to be at Carumba tomorrow. We hope you enjoy the video. So this is the main highway up to Normanton. It's not like this the whole way, but there is big patches where the road goes really skinny, and every time the road goes like this we seem to pass like 5 cars, and then as soon as the road's normal again, like nobody for 20 k's. Murphy's Law. We have arrived in Normanton. We were gonna free camp down the road 60 k's, but it was a bit overgrown, I think, just this time of year. Didn't really look that good, so we thought we'll come into Normanton, get some power for the night because it's really hot. We've rocked up to the first caravan park and they're shut
because they're doing renovations and earthworks, and then we've gotten to the Normanton Tourist Park and they're closed.
Yeah, we've tried calling them but they won't answer us.
It's only 2:30 and they've got the sign across the gate, so there's a free camp just outside of town here that's closed as well, but that looks like our only option at this stage.
Yeah, it's the free camp has only been closed this year because they wanted people to stay in the caravan parks. So we've done the right thing. We did the caravan parks first, but they don't want us to stay here. So we've got no other option, I guess, but to stay at the free camp. What a shame.
So unfortunately we won't be staying at Normanton because they have no options for anybody there. So the free camp was closed, so we're moving on and heading to Karumba a day early.
Hi, Karumba! Not really keen on these driving conditions.
Chelsea freaks out when it comes to rain or mud or dirt or anything that's not perfect sunny conditions.
This is our campsite at Karumba. Doesn't really look as pretty anymore because we've just had a massive downpour of rain. Karumba is a really nice town. We've ended up staying a couple nights just because there was so much to look around at and see. They've got really good history here with like the fishing and the port, and we checked out the Discovery Centre, which is all on their Barramundi.
We are just about to head into the Les Wilson Barramundi Information Centre.
I think they're getting food. My worst nightmare. I saw one at the bathrooms yesterday, and instead of just walking straight back, I had to do like a massive loop just to get back to the caravan. The Barramundi Discovery Centre is totally free if you just want to go in and have a look around. If you do want to pay and opt to do a tour, I think they're about $25 a person. You can feed the barramundi. There's some options there for paid guided tours.
We were umming and ahhing about whether we wanted to go to Karumba or not, as it's a little bit out of the way, but we are so happy we have, because it's just like a nice little,
seaside town.
Seaside, beachside town. Like, it's really nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Like, it's just a nice place in general.
Yeah, and it feels really tropical all of a sudden. We were in the outback the other day and now we've got palm trees and yeah, it's really beautiful. So make sure you add this to your list of places when you're heading over to Queensland if you're doing that trip from Darwin.
Yeah, it's got about 5 different caravan parks, so there's plenty of space, but I also think it gets pretty busy come dry season and good season. Yeah. There's supposed to be wicked barra fishing, and yeah, it's a major fishing town, so if you've got a boat, this is the place to be.
This is high tide in Karumba. Shame you can't go for a swim. We're back in the town of Normanton, as this is a way we've got to come back through before we head to Cairns. We're at a replica croc statue at the moment. It's meant to be an artist's impression of how big one they shot was back in 1957 and measured at 8.63 meters by some lady. I'm not convinced that this is how big it was, but it looks pretty cool anyway.
Pretty big boy if this is the actual size of it. Check out tonight's free camp. We're just at a roadside gravel pit. We're actually right next to the truck bay, but we don't always stay at the most glamorous places when we're traveling around. After big days in the car, we just like to pull up somewhere, have a sleep, and then tomorrow we can get to some of our nicer destinations.
And to top it off, we're being super fancy and having noodles and toasted sandwiches for dinner.
Pretty fancy, aren't we? That's life sometimes
society.
on the road.
We're coming into the Tablelands, coming up to Atherton. It's so pretty. Very windy, but pretty.
So don't plan on going too fast around through here.
No.
It's pretty windy, especially if you're towing a van or something bigger.
Yes, we found fresh avocados. We're just coming into the Tablelands. $5 a bag. Yes, please. These look awesome. First things first, information centre. The information centre here in Atherton were really helpful. The lady showed us a heap of places to go around the area. So there's some wineries, cheese places, which I was pretty excited about, and some waterfalls. So we're going to check that out. We've only booked 2 nights, but we'll probably extend it for longer. We do enjoy an RV friendly town, don't we?
Absolutely.
Potable water. It took us about 2 minutes to fill up our tanks because the pressure on this is just hectic. And a nice clean dump point over there. Cheers, Atherton. Yes, I want to see the high pressure. No, that's not the high pressure.
Oh, out of here.
Holy shit.
Fucking hectic.
Bryce just about took his head off with that.
I just got saturated.
Oh, lovely. We're exploring the very rainy Atherton Tablelands.
How cool is this? It's like an actual rainforest.
But
I thought I had bugs on me. I've just been attacked by a heap of horseflies all afternoon.
yeah, we're a little bit paranoid. There's heaps of these big horseflies or march flies, whatever you want to call them. And Bryce killed one in the car and it had a heap of his blood in it. So he's on edge.
Yeah.
All right, come get me now. It's a bit wet out here. Hey, darn, it's too wet for that. I'll slip. Bryce smells like a wet dog and he's a Cobra.
Yeah, Cooper's got wet, so it smells like a wet rabbit.
He just made me smell it. Yeah.
Check out this cathedral fig tree. It's like it's straight out of Avatar.
Oh yeah. Alright, this is pretty impressive. Worth getting my Birks wet for, that's for sure. The Atherton Tablelands has heaps of lakes to explore. This is Lake Barine. All the lakes here you can apparently kayak and swim in. The lady at the information centre told us if there is a warning for freshwater crocodiles, it is only because somebody let one loose one time in here. So there might be one lone one on its own. But other than that, they're all good. It's actually quite cold outside at the moment.
Yeah.
We are waking up this morning at Lake Tinaroo. We are at the Downfall Creek Campground and I'll show you outside. There are a heap of campsites in the national park here at Lake Tinaroo. They're scattered all around the lake. Most of them are accessible for caravan and camper trailer, and you can also launch boats and jet skis down here as well. The prices are really good, so it's only about $6.50 I think per person per night here to camp in the national park, and you can stay for a maximum of 21 days. We're just about to go out for the day. We're gonna head to some wineries. There's a couple of little museums we wanna have a look in, and there's some cheese places as well we're gonna visit and do some tastings.
At the Mariba Visitors Centre, they've actually got a museum which showcases a bit of the stuff around the town. It's quite interesting and it's all free.
Such a creepy ass. It's got heaps of old stuff. It's old house, old bed.
Old hospital bed. You wonder how many people have died on there.
Don't say that.
Chelsea gets freaked out by ghosts.
Of course I do.
Because she thinks ghosts are real.
They are real. Oh hey.
Hey, service here is terrible. I've been waiting about 5 minutes for a beer and no one's rocked up. See ya.
Coffee Works. This is right up my alley.
We've come to the Mariba Coffee Works this morning. We're going to have a coffee each. I'm having a nice coffee because I don't drink hot coffee. But here they also do coffee liqueur, so we've got a free coffee liqueur tasting as well.
So we have 5 flavors. So we have 2 coffees and 3 chocolates, as you can tell.
All right. Gold top coffee liqueur. Is it any good?
Yeah, that's good.
Is it strong?
No, not really.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, it's got a kick.
It doesn't have a kick.
That's only the 18% one.
Yeah,
I'm
geez.
gonna try this 22% in a minute. Ooh.
Bottoms up. We've come down to do the Milla Falls circuit. So there's 3 waterfalls that you can go check out. I'm pretty sure you can swim at 2 of them. And this is the first one. So it's probably about 40 minutes from Atherton in the Tablelands here, but yeah, definitely worthwhile coming out and checking in. So the next stop today is Zilly Falls. That's the second one in the Milla Falls loop or circuit. The first one was ice cold, so that was actually really good. It was really refreshing. And then I don't think you can swim at this one. Just checking for snakes as I'm walking around. I don't think you can swim at this one, but we'll find out.
When we went to the information centre, the lady said make sure if it says no swimming, don't go swimming, because lots of people have died here, and I reckon this would have been one of them. People would jump the railing to go in these rock pools and then get taken down there.
And down they go. Hey mister, just rocked up at Alinja Falls, and this fella thought he'd come and say good day. Come on, come on.
He's lost. Everyone probably feeds him.
He's really hanging out with somewhere to give him some. I got my pet. This is Stephen.
Come on, Stephen.
The chicken. Come on.
Come on, Stephen. Let's go.
This is the last of the 3 waterfalls. You probably could swim at it, but it doesn't really look too inviting at the moment. It's a bit rocky and not quite as safe as the first one. I mean, it'd still be fine to swim in, but
Yeah, and it's cold.
yeah, it's so cold. That spray coming off is freezing. And we haven't felt like this in a long time.
We've just spent the last 4 nights in the Atherton Tablelands. We were staying at Lake Tinaroo there, just in the national park. Looking pretty tired today. We had a few big parties going on around us last night. I think it's like the local hangout for all the 18-year-olds with their boats and jet skis and stuff. So that was going on until about 1 o'clock in the morning. But today we are heading to Cairns. We've just done a really windy route from Atherton to Gordonvale. So if anyone's done that, you'll know that it's just pretty windy and crappy roads, and towing the van wasn't much fun, but we made it. We're about to head to the Coconut Palms Resort and spend a few days there in Cairns. This is our beautiful site at Cairns Coconut Resort. First things first, do some washing. It's been about a week, so we're trying to get through a heap of stuff. In one of our previous videos we touched on that we got a new little portable washing machine. So what we'd been using before was just a bucket and doing hand washes.
Hand pumping a bucket with people washing and water in it, so
which sucked.
This is so much better.
This cost us, I think, not even $100, and it's been awesome so far. So you just set your timer and wash, and then there's also a spin function where you add the basket in as well. But we just set it for 10-15 minutes, let it do its thing, and then you can just drain the water out with this hose, fill it back up and let it rinse again.
And that brings us to the end of another video. Thanks heaps for sticking around and watching till the end. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.